Yo, my new thing is I don't want you round if you good. People only give to get back. That's recoupment. Always have their two hands out. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
And the Vikings first down. It's a gain of 10. First down.
On play action, McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the Lions' 45-yard line.
Out of the gun again to Spears. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Vikings first down. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Here's McCarthy. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. McCarthy going to sneak it. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
It's the score. Vikings 7, Lions nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. At about the 32. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation,
Gibbs gets pumped and he loses the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
and it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison from 4 yards out. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-7.
14. Will Rikers to kick off for the Vikings.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33.
And this is what coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him, or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Vikings 43-yard line.
Now it's gone. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
And the Lions 1st down. 1st and goal at the 33-yard line.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Detroit Lions 1st down.
To throw is gone. Throwing middle, and it's complete. On the gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And 8.
Value three.
From the gun, here's Goff. There's Laporta, he's got it. Touchdown Lions. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. McCarthy off the play fake. He's got it in, complete. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
They didn't run up to this championship game. So much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. That is incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the screen, this is Mason. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Mason.
And
he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Through one quarter, 14-7, our score.
At the 25-yard line.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it second down and 11. Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, bam. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Goff now looking to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
41-yard line.
Now Goff. The pressure gets to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
For the Lions.
On the return, it's Rodgers. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before and get back to it. Man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To the air with McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jack Fox kicking off for the Lions.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First down.
Mason going to get it on first down. Wiggles free. Still on his feet. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Mason, 40 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Lions 14. Will Riker at the kickoff for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive line, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
That's a pretty strong running there as he takes this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. From the 50, it's gone. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now McCarthy. Slant route, and he's got Addison. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Middle of the field to Jefferson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. McCarthy going to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Here's Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Goff now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Goff. tight end Laporta. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And 3 at the 20-yard line.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 98 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. Now Goff. Open man, that's too small. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
Gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and their last incompletion brings up 4th. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into Coach coaches when they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game. In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
Vikings, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down.
On the give, it's Mason. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
There's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Looking to throw McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. That is caught. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it.
Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Here's McCarthy. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have the catch. Wait to the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely, that was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. Able to throw the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now the first carry here for the running back. And now they're going to get him down at the line of scrimmage. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st down.
Now it's gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Ross St. Brown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
27, Vikings 24.
Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 40-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
To the air with McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play. And the Vikings first down. A gain of 13 yards.
They'll hand it to Mason.
He's got a little daylight.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 118 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
At the 31-yard line.
Right back to Mason.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the Lions' 31.
Now McCarthy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
There's the man again. It's complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line.
That's another Vikings first down. A gain of 14.
Throwing is McCarthy.
First down.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And here's a give to Spears. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
It's a gain of a
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Going for it, here's McCarthy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Our captain is batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is indeed good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settled for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right, it sounds like counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
A solid stiff arm. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the fourth with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Partner to tie game in the fourth quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions have broken our tie and have taken the 4th quarter lead. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Down to the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Lions are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
41. Vikings, 27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, that is incomplete.
That was what they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top of that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. McCarthy operating from the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play.